Biafran, my man. Oh, yes, so on, no, you wanna wash Nana. Biafran, my man. Prime Minister Simon Ekpa. The spirit of Biafra is upon me. That is why I am offering this song to our Prime Minister Simon Ekpa in Urobo dialect and Isoko. Lucky star is sinking, I'm sinking, Udogu, Biafra. Amorotomo, Agbada Bururu. Amorotomo, Agbada Bururu. Excellency Simon Ekpa. Nieruwe yo, Witruwe Salute. With the sando, the freedom you brought to do well for us. Urobisoko with the sando, no. Amarutomo Agbada Guru. Dear Simon Joe, you have done so much for us. I am shedding tears of joy. Your tide cannot be seen easily. I search around the whole world, the greatest freedom fighter. We, the Robo and Isuku, we appreciate you awesome. Worry sister say you are so good, you are so wonderful. Clara Dimu say you are so good. Amorutamo Agbada. Helen Peter say you are so good. That is the truth. Patricia Robo say you are so good. Amorutamo Agbada Guru. Urobisoko with the sando. What a wonderful man. The good guy. It's only the food that we eat him. And I know those who are sitting at the fence in this Biafra struggle, they will not learn. Maybe they will learn in the grave. Urobisoko with the sando. The freedom you brought to do well for us. Worry sister say you are so good. Urobisoko with the sando. Paradim say you are so good. Anna, Wabada Guru. Amarutomo Agbada Guru. Amarutomo Agbada Guru. Urobisoko with the sando. Urobisoko we throw a salute. Even lucky star, it is say do. You do well, it is say do. Brgie said, you do well, we salute you, we throw a salute. Patricia Urobo say you are so good, you are so good. Amarutomo Agbada Guru. I am in tears of joy. For your good one cannot be quantified. Oh, Amorotomo Agbada Guru. Ewo, Isuko Bidise.
Those of you who are hardcore, those who were chosen before you were born. There were some people who were chosen before they were born to agitate for Biafra restoration. This is a message for you. Those who from their mother's womb were born. You do this very well. You must be very, very strong.
When the Moroku, Nijimwero Mekumu Biafra. When the Siputa. Makamwero Mekanyinaga Biko Kulien Ogeruo Biko Kulien Iye Jamalike Ogeruo Owele Ndiaporoku Makamwero Wanyi Owele Ndiapuruchekwa Makamwero Wewomu Biafra Biko Kulien Ogeruo, Biko Kulien, Iye Jamalike Ogeruo. The spirit of Biafra, Biko Kulien Ogeruo. When the Biafra Gideonbe, Biko Kulien Ogeruo. Oamadike nona donjon, Mugekweki Heremeyae. Bodike, Mbosike Rura Jogadike. Biko Kulien Ogeruo. Biko Kulien, Iye Jamalike Ogeruo. The Prime Minister of Biafra Republic Government in exile, Master Simon M. He want to smooth to sleep Gabani Runaibu. New brother and down from my Yebudo. Oh, Guinea. Master Simon M. Emesu Okokwere Onyendu. Iye Jamalike Ruo. Imokwa Simon M. Iye Jamalike Ruo. Simon M. Atakatabo. Ojuda Kwenyi. Mwikwere Onyendu Kine Betata. I will follow you. I will follow you. I will follow you. Never look back. I will follow you. Prime Minister Veroni. Aniga Wanuga. I will follow you. Anina. I will follow you. I will follow you. The question is this: if Nigerian government failed to organize a referendum for children of Biafra, are you ready to lead us to do anything in order to get freedom from Biafra? And I'm going to be number one to follow you. If you're looking for 100 men, you will find 50 in me. Okwe Bucharangwe, Master Simon Efa, or Guinea. Master Simon Efa, Biko, GC, Kaka, Noku, Atakata, Kaina, Ojuda, Uwe, Kwipolonyendu, Kine, Menata. I am 50 men, oh yes, and I said, I will follow you, I will follow you, I will follow you, never look back, I will follow you. Prime Minister Veroni, Aniga Wanuga, I will follow you, Anina, I will follow you, I will follow you. Oh, Madike Biafra, Dahi Poroka Biarole. Iye Jamadike, Biafra Republic Government Awutie. Iye Jamadike, Commander General Brgie. General Rapotus
Biafra. We don't put our on into Simon Eba.
Witness me. I want to remain in the spirit because we must worship heaven. We answer your name, O Lord of hosts. Everything about us is designed to offer glory unto thee. We have atoned for our sins last year. This very year we have not only atoned for our sins, we have sealed, we have shed blood, they have shed our blood. We have let our sacrifice be made unto thee. Even on the 30th of August, as we are being felled by the bullets of the enemy, by the workers of iniquity and of darkness, we remain very strong today to beckon upon thee, to ask you for your mercy and for your grace, to ensure that your kingdom is restored upon the face of the earth, that you can bring your healing hand to bear upon the life of those of them that you created for one singular purpose, and that purpose alone, which is to worship you in truth and in every honesty. Is there any way that we have erred? Is there any way that our ancestors may have sinned? We confess before a congregation of the whole of humanity to ask you, oh Lord of hosts, to have mercy on us. You must have mercy upon us. We have suffered enough. We have been subjugated enough. We have been tortured enough. We have been imprisoned enough. We did not do these people anything. Our only crime is to answer your name. Our only crime is to be born your children. Our only crime is to excel at everything that we place our hands into. Our only crime is to exhibit your glory and your blessing, which manifestedly is upon our lives every blessed day. That is why they want to kill us. That is why the British want to join those of them who don't know you to destroy your creation and your inheritance. You will not allow shame to befall your name. You will not allow the enemies to triumph over the lives of your children, because you created us to exist, to worship, to honor, and to praise you. That is exactly what we are going to do when this Biafra comes. It will come in truth and in every honesty, because we remain every blessed day whiter than white and whiter than snow. Is there any way that we have sinned that you cannot forgive us our trespasses, to enable us to fulfill your own word, which was spoken thousands of years ago, that instead of what you promised not to come to pass, that heaven and earth will cease to exist? You opened your mouth to bless mankind to the coming of Yahweh Yeshua, who came here and said, let your kingdom come on earth as it is in heaven. Those words can never be in vain, because they are anchored upon your holiness and your magnificence. That is why in the end we know that Biafra will come, that these children that we have given birth to all over the world, and their children, and their children, and their children, as long as they give birth to them and they are Biafrans, they will worship you in truth and honesty. Through this very work we are doing, mankind will come to understand you. Let your miracle be wrought in our lives. Let us witness and behold your magnificence, your holiness, your mystery, and your grace under our command. O Lord of hosts, we call upon you. We call upon you to heal. We call upon you to provide succor to those of them who are inconsolable. We ask you to come and strengthen those who are weak. We ask you to restore hope where there is hopelessness. We ask you for inclusion where there is destitution. We ask you for one brotherhood, one camaraderie, one bone, one blood, and one flesh of your children. The Efiks and the Bibios, the Izon, the Shekiri, the Isobos and also those of them from Isoto. We are traveling all the way to the lands of Igala. We are moving on from there to Idoma, to Igede, to the territories of the Igbo land. All these places we dedicate unto thee. All these lands of yours, we ask you to cover it with your mercy, because Biafra will come, and when it does, we will dance on the streets. I'm telling you, by the time that we are done, humanity will think that we are mad, we are drunk in your glory, and rightfully so, because your kingdom will come to rest upon this very earth. That very kingdom is the unadulterated, non-negotiable sovereignty of the Republic of Biafra, that your will may be fulfilled in our time. All this we pray, all this we ask for, in no other name apart from that name that belongs to you. He said,
Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you so much for joining me on this program, wherever you are joining from. I appreciate every one of you that has connected to this program, wherever you are connecting from. If you are joining from Biafra land, more especially, my special thanks goes to you. If you are joining from Asia, from Europe, from America, from Australia, from Canada, from whichever part of the world you are joining us, I welcome you and I appreciate you for being part of this program this morning. Thank you for being part of the program. If you have not yet subscribed to this channel, I don't know what you're waiting for. Please go and subscribe, like and share. If you have not yet shared this program, I beg you in the name of Chukwu Kabiam. That is the only way you can support us on this program. Share, because we are still on that time when we have to engage on radical evangelism. Please share this program. As you join us, make sure you bring at least one person to this program. We already have more than 50 people watching. And out of the 50 people that are watching, only 7 people like the program. Why? That is not fair. That's not fair. Out of 50 people that are watching, more than 50 people that are watching, only 7 people like the program. I don't know why it is like that. But please, and please, I urge you to please kindly like this program so that we can be able to reach too many people to join us. Remember, the message of Biafra is a very strong message. The social media is not our friend. They don't allow us to reach the people we are supposed to reach. The only way we can be able to push this message to the end of the world is by you helping us to share. Most of our platforms are being blockaded, that we cannot be able to reach the audience that we are supposed to reach. But when you help us to share this program, definitely we are going to reach those audiences. I urge you in the name of Chukwu Gabiama, please kindly like and share the program. It won't cost you anything. Sharing the program is not going to take up your data. It's not going to cost you any money. It is free. Share the program so that someone else will get the message just the same way you are getting it. We are in a very critical time. Remember, one of the assignments that Mazen Nandekano gave us was to make sure that we carry everybody along. If we must carry everyone along, we must continue to share this message so that other people will get the information. My fellow Biafrans, we have come once again to do what we know how to do best. If you are joining us in this platform for the very first time, or you are coming across this video for the very first time, I want you to know that this platform where you are watching the program is a platform that is under the Biafra Republic Government in Exile. This platform is under Biafran government, and we stand for Biafra government under the command of our Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa, and of the Supreme Commander of Mazen Nandekano. In this platform, we do not come here to instigate violence. We don't come here to preach hate. We don't come here to attack individuals or persons. We do not come here to attack any race or religion. What we do here is to bring the plight of the Biafran people before the whole world. To tell the world exactly what is happening in Biafran territory without being politically correct. We expose the secret war they are fighting against Biafrans, that Nigerian government have declared against Biafra. They declared it in the open, in their own conventional media. They call it jungle warfare. Later they change it to asymmetric warfare. And it is going on as we speak. And the Biafran military are engaging them. The Liberation Army of Biafra are engaging them. They continue to hide it, but we will not allow them to hide it. That is why we are here every morning speaking to the world about the situation. Wherever you are watching this program from, invite somebody to join us and get this message across. Very, very important. If you want to get the video details of the war going on in Biafran territory, you know we cannot share it on this very platform, either on Facebook or on YouTube. They have restrictions to what we can be able to share. If you want to get first-hand evidence of the war going on in Biafran territory, just go to the platform of our Prime Minister, on X. Once you get there, you are going to see evidence that will blow your mind. Evidence in pictures, evidence in videos, evidence in audios. Every information you need, you're going to get it there. That is why you must try as much as possible to go there and see for yourself. And make sure that you are connected to all Biafra media, all the Biafran government media. Follow them. And I bet you, your life will never remain the same. What we do in this platform is to encourage Biafrans. We encourage Biafrans to continue to hold on to their legitimate rights, the right to self-determination, the right to self-defense, and the right to life. These are rights that belong to you that you must not gamble with. It does not matter what the situation turns out to be. It doesn't matter who you are talking to. It doesn't matter who is trying to convince you, either your pastor, your reverend, your native doctor, your imam, whoever is trying to convince you against your freedom, that person should be treated as your number one enemy. Stay away from such people. This morning program, as always, whenever we come on this morning program, it is always an interactive section. A section where we interact with the whole world. A section where we interact with Biafrans. You can join us on this platform at any point in time. You must not be a Biafran to join us, even if you're a one Nigerianist, even if you have some other belief or some other opinion. If you are from other part of Africa, if you are from other part of the planet and you are human, you have a question for us. You have a suggestion for us. You have word of encouragement, or you have a prayer to make. Feel free to use that link and come in. We are going to give you the time to speak. If you are a Biafran from Biafran territory, in this platform, you have the right to speak in your own dialect to reach to your own audience. The most important thing we are doing here is to make sure that information gets to the grassroots. So when you join us here, you can use your local dialect from your own region, whichever region you come from. Speak in your own dialect so that your own audience will capture what you're saying. And the world will also know the diversity we have in Biafra land. A healthy diversity, that is what we have in Biafra land. We have people of diverse tongue, because when we talk about Biafra, some of them think it's only the Igbos. It is not only the Igbo nation. Igbos are just a nation. Igbos is just a nation in Biafra. We have the Igbo nation, we have the Efik nation, we have the Ibibio nation, we have the Ibanke nation, we have the Shakri nation. We have so many nations in Biafra. And they all come together to make up Biafra. So if you join us on this platform and you are from any part of this ethnic group, you are free to speak in your own dialect to capture your own audience. When you want to join us, please make sure you appear decent. You can't appear here naked. You must be decent so that the world can be able to listen to you and understand what you're saying. At the same time, when you are speaking, please keep your argument civil. Keep your argument civil. Whatever you want to say, keep it civil. I am not telling you not to get angry. You can get angry as much as you like. I'm not telling you to throw away your opinion. Hold on to your opinion. Explain to us. Let us understand why you are holding the opinion you are holding. If you have a question, ask your question. There's no limit to the question you can ask. The ground is open for you to express yourself. But in doing all that, you must do it in a civil manner so that the audience will understand you. Do it in a civil manner because the world is watching. The Biafran government is watching. Our Prime Minister is watching. Every one of us know that today, the Biafrans have a government. And the Biafran government is in charge of Biafran territory. If you don't know, today is one of the days that everybody living on the planet Earth should know that Biafra has a government. That is why in Biafra land today, it is a total lockdown. The sit at home of Biafra has lasted for more than 3 good years. Every Monday, It is more than 3 years. Every Monday, Biafrans are sitting at home. Today, being Monday, Biafran land is locked down. Today, being Monday and 5th, Biafran land is under lock and key. And there is nothing anybody can do to change it. It does not matter how you try to pretend. It doesn't matter your blackmail, your propaganda that you push. It cannot hold water. Biafra land is under lock and key, under the instruction of Biafran government, under the command of our Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa, the Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of Biafra. If you are in Biafran territory today and you are a Biafran, you know what to do. And if you are not in Biafra land, you are living abroad, you know what to do too. The whole world is focusing on Biafra today. And we must not go back. We must continue on this very spirit that we are holding. Last month, being July, was a very interesting month. The Biafrans spoke in the strongest voice ever. The Biafrans did what we go down on record. Most especially last Friday. Last Friday, sit at home. It was mind-blowing, the greatest of all. It became so serious to the extent that even politicians began to claim, these politicians are so shameless. The politicians began to claim the sit at home as their own doing. They began to claim the sit at home as their own doing. Last Friday, when our Prime Minister have already come and said that that day is a day that will be totally, completely locked down. That was the greatest of all. Our last 4 days sit at home recorded 99% compliance. A great success. And the whole world is watching. But it is so hard for these criminals to accept defeat. The only thing they do this day is to come and begin to claim what they are not. Some of them are now claiming that they were the one that made the sit at home successful. They were claiming that the people listening to them, it was because people listened to them, that's why people sat at home. But the whole world is watching. There are some lies you can tell. There are some lies that cannot fly. It doesn't matter how you try. There are some lies that you cannot try. When you tell those lies, the world will be laughing at you. But as we know, the zoological republic that we have, people there who call themselves politicians are shameless. Are shameless. I thank every Biafra that participated on the just ended sit at home. Every single Biafran that listened to the instruction of our Prime Minister and kept themselves only towards the instruction of the government of Biafra. The government of Biafra said, we must not get engaged in their so-called protests because we have nothing to do with Nigeria. We are not Nigerians, we are Biafrans. Biafran government get their order and the Biafran people obeyed. Up to this minute as we are, Biafrans obeyed and they never get themselves involved in that thing they called protest for their Nigeria. It is theirs and they have to take responsibility. In as much as they continue to drag us into it, but I thank Chukwu Okike that Biafrans stood their ground and they were not allowed, they didn't allow themselves to be deceived or used, just as they have been using the Biafrans for a long time. They have done it again and again. They have done it again and again, and we will not accept that. And our Prime Minister was also grateful for the way Biafran people responded. And I want to play a very short clip from the visit of our Prime Minister yesterday in Lagos. Every one of you know that our Prime Minister yesterday visited Lagos, and Lagos visit was amazing. The Lagos visit was amazing. Biafran responded. And that was one of the highest response so far. About more than 30 million, but more than 30,000 people were watching at a time. More than 30,000 people were watching live at a time. Do you know what that means? Do you know what it means? More than 30,000 people we are watching the program at one time on Twitter. That's the record-breaking attendance. And the whole world is watching. The whole world is watching. How many people can be able to pull that kind of views? How many people in this planet Earth today will pull that kind of view? How many? And our Prime Minister was really, really grateful to Biafran people who were able to do what they are supposed to do. I appreciate everyone that attended that program. And yesterday, it was amazing. The Biafrans in Lagos did marvelously well. When we say we are everywhere, we are really everywhere. And those who are there in the Biafran people, those who are there in the Biafran people, you better learn your lesson. Biafrans are not troublemakers. Biafrans are obedience. They follow the law. Wherever they go, they obey the laws. They obey the laws of the land. They're respectful of the land. They do what they're supposed to do. They never go to take over people's land. They never go to steal people's land. Whatever they acquire, in any place you see them, they acquire legally. They follow the process. But when you push them to the wall, a time will come when they are going to fight back. And when they fight back, there is no going back. Yesterday, visit of our Prime Minister to Lagos was amazing. And I want to show the response of our Prime Minister. A short clip from that visit for you to understand how amazing it was.
Today, why Nigeria are killing Nigerians who believe in Nigeria, protesting, they are killing them. It is only Biafrans that have not fallen victim. For the wisdom of the government of Biafra, that the only thing we know is to protect the life of our people, we go to any extent to do that. And today, the political criminals are speaking. They like good things. But inside themselves, they know it is possible only by the Biafra government. Nobody listen to them. If we have called for protest, Ali Igbo will be burned. I am telling you, everywhere will be burned. But we said, we know Nigeria is not our concern. And because of this, the next 1 month, the 1 month lockdown of the government institution is going to be immediately as they are finishing this protest, because we don't want, a lot of people are saying, oh, now the securities are there, they have been overwhelmed, let us come out and do our lockdown. No. We are not scared of security overwhelming. We have defeated them. You don't know the war that is going on in Biafra land. Only us know. You know how many thousands that has fallen? You know how many people that have brought to Imo, only Imo State. You know how many thousands of terrorists have fallen in Imo State alone for the past 2 years. So our next lockdown of Nigeria institution in Biafra land will happen after their protest, because we don't want our focus to be on the protest. So we want, when we start, focus will be on Biafra. When we start, everything in Nigeria will be on Biafra. Focus will be on Biafra. Let them bring all the military from Kaduna, from Zamfara to Biafra land. The focus will be in Biafra. That's what we want. And we are not yet in November. We are not even yet in October. We will make Nigeria so restless that before November, believe me, if you see anybody wearing Nigeria army uniform, they will be peeing in their pants in Biafra land. In Lagos.
You heard our Prime Minister. This was just a statement he made on his visit to Lagos yesterday. This wasn't actually the video I wanted to play, but it just came up and I have to allow it to play. You can hear our Prime Minister and you can see how prepared we are. And I bet you more things are coming. This is a clue of what is coming. I tell those people who think that we're going to stop, we are just starting. The Prime Minister of Biafra is not a joker. He doesn't go back. If you don't understand him by now, when are you going to learn? It is more than 3 years. And every single statement he has made, he has pursued it to the end. If you are still one of those who are playing this statement, you are a joker. You're welcome, brother. Thank you for joining. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Are you there? Somebody join me. Unmute yourself. I can't hear you. Unmute yourself. Unmute yourself. I can't hear you. Maybe he's having a network problem. He can't be able to connect. So, my fellow Biafrans, you have heard from our Prime Minister. Last month, July, was amazing. It was amazing, and we ended it in a very strong note. But I bet you, August is going to be much more interesting than ever. And you must prepare for August. The month of August is going to be a very great month. The month of August is going to come with a lot of challenges, a lot of revelations, a lot of issues, a lot of success, and a lot of steps ahead. Wherever you are as a Biafran, you must tighten up your belt. When you hear the Prime Minister of Biafra, Republic of Nigeria, speak, when you hear him open his mouth and speak, you should know that something is coming. If you are a Biafran at this point, you are not yet prepared for your freedom, you should be ashamed of yourself. If you are a Biafran at this point, you are still living in doubt, you should be ashamed of yourself. The restoration of Biafra has gone to the extent that every single person is awake. The only person that is not awake today is somebody who has intentionally decided not to do what he or she is supposed to do. There is no excuse whatsoever for anybody to give today and say, this is why I'm not supporting. This is why I will not support. There is no reason. The only reason that will make you, the only thing that will make you not to support the Prime Minister of Biafra today is because you are evil, because you are envious, because you are jealous. That is the only thing that will make you not to support him. Every genuine Biafran across the world, when I say genuine Biafran, I mean everybody that falls within the old southeastern region, the present south-south, southeast, lower Benue, and lower Kogi. If you find yourself in this territory and you have not yet come to terms to the reality of today, that the Prime Minister of Biafra, Mazi Simon Ekpa, has what it takes to make Biafra a reality. If you are still living in doubt, think again. I was really marveled when I saw a program that was conducted by the IPOB Nigeria. In that their program, one of our brothers who always come here, one of my fellow comrades, who is part of us in this platform, our beloved brother Maxwell, was in that program. Every one of you know our brother Maxwell, our own brother. He called himself Mama Biafra. His mother is a Biafran, while his father is a Ghanaian. And he has been in the forefront of all the media speaking about the issue of Biafra. Eventually, I saw he went into the program of the IPOB Nigeria, and he gave them the shock of their life. He gave them the shock of their life. After his speech, they never remained the same again. And they will regret why ever they invited him to that program. I'm going to play the program for you before I end this very program. I'm going to play it for you so that you can see what really transpired. You're welcome back. Can you hear me?
Hello.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, my brother. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Yeah. I thank Biafrans. I thank Biafrans wherever they may be, and I thank you all that are publishing the whole thing to the scene of the world. I thank you. If you say careful, take care. Like what we are saying, these people are a slave. They don't have sense, and they met how do I put it? The killers that we have in our place, people that are supposed to be a good ones, and they watched scammers that Babangida trained in their own time. Are you hearing me? So
yeah, I hear you loud and clear. Go ahead.
They were playing the bit that they were coached to do. Like somebody like Hope Uzodimma and the Hope Uzodimma. I don't know. That man, you know, he's Babangida boy. So there's no way he will. There's no way he will leave what his father taught him. He sold his conscience, so he will continue to do what his father taught him. Like now, these people, yet as it is happening to their eyes, they can never know that this individual that they picked in Eastern region is one of the worst people that we have. Now they are not ready to do the needful. They want until it broke into pieces before they will, and that time it will be too heretic to them to even to come to apologize to our people. And at least even ordinary neighbor let us do. They refused. They were thinking that Nnamdi Kanu was Nnamdi Kanu Igwe Nnamdi Kanu was trouble for them. Unknown to them that they refused to hear because he was advising them. He was advising them. The authority of senior man, authority of first son is in him. That's why you cannot talk to him anyhow. And he has the authority everywhere. They fed deaf ear. They refuse to listen. You know, it will open their eyes. That their eyes that refuse to see, their eyes will open, and their ear will hear. That their nails that refuse to bow down, it will be their nails will be on the ground. You know, there are so many things that these people need to know. You see, I don't have much to say, but I want to urge you to continue. Okay.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, God bless you.
Bless you too, my beloved brother. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Thank you for that contribution. And Biafrans appreciate you also. The Biafrans are watching across the world. Everybody is watching and they are listening. Members of the cabinet are watching. Our prime minister is also watching here. So we have to get our message across. You can send compliments. You can send your prayers. You can make your contributions. Every single contribution you make here is going very, very far. So just as I was saying, those of them who still live in confusion, those of them who call themselves the IPOB Nigeria, some of them, I wonder the kind of brain they have. And this very question they ask our beloved brother Maxwell is one of the major questions they always ask in their gatherings. This is one of the keys they use to confuse the gullible ones. They use this very question to confuse their gullible followers. Those of their followers who are gullible, because you cannot stand anybody that is listening to the Biafra government media. You can't face him with this kind of question. Our brother Maxwell was somebody they can be able to use. They thought our brother Maxwell was somebody who doesn't know his left and right. But our brother Maxwell gave them the shock of their life. And I'm going to play the video for you to see. So that you yourself can use that. You can use that very answer and also educate many Biafrans, because there are many Biafrans that are falling astray. There are many gullible people who do not know their left and right, and these are the people they are capitalizing on. The IPOB Nigeria is manipulating this group of people. So I am going to play the video. Pay attention to every single question that's going to be asked and the response from our beloved brother Maxwell. Let's watch. I hope Maxwell will come to this program today. He's part of us on this program and he's always here. So let's play that program we have with them and let's see what transpired.
So I want to thank. So Mwadiana, Mwadiana, Mazi, old soldier, old soldier. Well, I you know. So now, like I said, I told you that I have a couple of questions I need to ask you because we don't have time. Maybe some other program. Maybe if you have time, you can join us. But first of all, let's establish one fact here. We know the purpose of ESN, and we know why ESN was established. We know the purpose of ESN, and we know why he was established. The work of ESN is for Bush, to protect our farmland, our mothers, our fathers, our sisters from raping. You know, this is the fact. You know, is there. Now, I want to ask you, Mwadiana, Do you think there is anybody in this struggle now, presently now, or what you have seen or saw on Facebook of our people with a little arms, AK-47 and the rest, can withstand Nigeria government army? Do you think? Because you are an ex-soldier, you are inside there. Do you think there is anybody can withstand Nigeria government army? Please, I want to hear from you.
Yeah, my answer to that is yes.
Okay.
In a war, there are two types of war we fight. We fight asymmetric and conventional warfare.
Okay.
Asymmetric is a kind of guerrilla warfare.
Yeah.
If guerrilla warfare or asymmetric system of warfare is not fruitful, the Vietnamese would not have won against the almighty United States. United States left Vietnam because of asymmetric kind of war. You don't know them. You don't know where they will come from. Their modus operandi is surprise. Their system of operation is not defined. That is why they can be among you. That is why it is very, very difficult to fight. The worst war any conventional military will fight is asymmetric or jungle warfare kind of war. Now, you see,
did you hear that? Wow, this was an excellent outing by our beloved brother Maxwell. You see, this is what you see. These are the kind of people who say they were fighting for freedom. These idiots never believed in any way that Biafra will succeed from Nigeria. They never believed in anything that Mazi Nandekan is doing that is going to succeed. And they were not listening to Mazi Nandekan. These are the bunch of clowns who were there for the purpose of enriching themselves, for making themselves popular. They were just using this struggle for their own personal business. Look at somebody who will come out to claim that he is a freedom fighter for Biafra, telling you that the Biafrans will never, ever, ever, ever be able to stand Nigerian government. What a shame. And he's asking somebody who has served in the military, our beloved brother Maxwell, and he gave him the answer. And not only gave him an answer, he gave him an example. Almighty US that you know that have everything. They had everything, but Vietnamese were able to defeat them through a guerrilla warfare. And when our prime minister made the move, he said it, we will not engage these people in conventional warfare. He has said it 1,000 times. You know, you know how corny these idiots can be. When he started the discussion, he first of all began to poke our beloved brother Maxwell by telling him of how Mazi Nandekan formed the ESN and what was the intention of forming ESN. Did we argue with that? Nobody is arguing with the intention of forming ESN. Nobody argued with that. We agree with it, we support it, and we recognize that Mazi Nandekan formed the ESN when it was time to defend our farmers. He said it in black and white, security outfit. That's what Mazi Nandekan said. And in that same broadcast, Mazi Nandekan said, when the time comes for the Biafran army to be unleashed, we will unleash it. The whole world will see it. You see, these clowns, they don't even believe in Mazi Nandekan. They don't believe in anything Mazi Nandekan is saying. He was very quick to go and point out how Mazi Nandekan created ESN and the purpose of creating ESN. None of us is arguing that purpose. But in that same broadcast that Mazi Nandekan explained the purpose, he said that this is not the Liberation Army. That when the army of Biafra will be unleashed, that the whole world will see it. That same Mazi Nandekan prophesied about the new dimension. And when it was time, he mentioned the man. When ESN was formed, our Prime Minister, Mazi Samarepa, wasn't inside. When ESN was formed, our Prime Minister, Mazi Samarepa, was not there. He wasn't there. We were still progressing. until we get to a point that Mazin Nanga was talking about in the new dimension. When he got to the point, he mentioned that and he said, follow this man. He is bringing that new dimension I'm telling you about. And in the era of Mazi Simon, the Prime Minister, he made it clear that he is in restoration. He is in restoration. You don't restore Biafra with security outfit. You restore Biafra with an army. And he's not just restoring it with an army. Mazi Simon is now the Prime Minister of a government. He was able to form a government for the Biafran people. When we were operating with a security outfit, then it was an organization, IPOB as an organization, was trying to protect their territory. IPOB as an organization was trying to protect the territory. That was why Mazen Nankam used security outfit. And he made it clear in that same broadcast, he said, when the time is right, the Biafran Liberation Army will be unleashed and the whole world will see it. Mazen Nankam said it. When the time is right, and that time, which time is much more ripe than now? Which time is much more ripe to unleash the Liberation Army than now? That the Biafran people have had a government. And the government of Biafra today has the mandate of the Biafran people. More than 49 million Biafrans have voted for the Biafran government. More than 49 million, still counting. Which other time is much more ripe to unleash the army of Biafra than now? Under the command of our Prime Minister Mazi Simon Ekpa, with the endorsement of Mazi Nandekano as the new dimension, have grown to that stage, established all the necessary strategies, formed every necessary to make up a government, and he has successfully formed a government, recognized a government. And then he formed the Biafran Liberation Army. And this idiot who claims to be fighting for Biafra is telling you that Biafrans are not capable and they cannot be able to withstand the Zoological Republic. He has forgotten that our Prime Minister has said that we are not going into conventional warfare, that it does not matter what they do, we will not go and engage them in conventional warfare because we know what it takes. We don't have that capacity to engage them in conventional warfare. And our Prime Minister, who is an ex-military serviceman, also know what to do. And he has said it from day one that we will never engage in conventional warfare with Nigeria. It is a suicide mission and we will not engage in it. They want to use that opportunity to commit genocide in our land and we will not give them that opportunity. He has made it clear that we will continue to decimate them and remove them one after the other until Biafra finally exits the zoo. But yet, sadly, some idiots, because of their envy, because of their jealousy, because of their hatred, have refused to recognize that truth. They continue to believe their own lies, continue to tell themselves lies. And at the same time, they are telling you that they are fighting for Biafra. Now, do you now see that these people are just political movements that they are forming? That is why we call them IPOB Nigeria. They are not even talking about exit. They are not talking about the independence of Biafra at all. So, someone like this idiot that just spoke here, does he look like somebody who is pursuing the freedom of Biafra? Does he sound like somebody who is serious to do anything? And this is about agitation. Even when we have left agitation, we are in restoration. Go and see their platform. They are still talking about agitation. Up to this time, and one of them opened his mouth and say that the only thing we do is to create awareness. How many years are you going to create awareness? Which kind of awareness are you going to create that Mazen Nandekano himself has not created? Tell me. What type of awareness are you going to create that Mazen Nandekano has not created? Everything that has to do with agitation and awareness, Mazen Nandekano finished it from A to Z. He completed his assignment hands down. Mazen Nandekano completed the assignment. The day he completed the assignment was the day he announced Mazen Samoneba as the new dimension. The day he announced Mazen Samoneba as the new dimension, that was the day he completed the assignment. while he was with us, not in the prison, while he was with us, he handed over authority to him. He said, go and listen to him. He is bringing a new dimension, a very deep word, a handover that was done properly. But yet, these clowns that surrounded him, out of their envy and jealousy, because they have never ever been serious in their life, they were never ever pursuing the freedom of Biafra. They continue to deceive you. Look at the people who are telling you that Biafrans cannot be able to. These are the same people that went and spent $700,000. Is it $750,000 to go and begin to buy, they say, consultant or whatever? These same idiots that are talking now, they went and, let me play the video, went and begin to spend 700. Do you know how much 700,000 can be? 750,000. Do you know what it can do for you? They went and spent. They say they are bringing a consultant for Biafra, and yet they don't believe in that Biafra. They don't believe that it's possible. Listen to the
achievement IPOB has made so far. The strategy behind our move, of which so many people doesn't understand, and they are not to be blamed. As everybody is aware, recently IPOB consulted a consultant firm in Washington with a whooping sum of $750,000 US. When you put it in Naira, or their useless Naira, it's close to 400 million. When this happened, so many people were like confused or marveled. Why so much money? Why spending so much money on just consultants? First, I have to thank you guys for such a money. It is so much. But ask also me, where does those money comes from? Those money comes from all this your investment. Those monies come from your monthly dues. Those money comes from your defense funds. Those money comes from all these 10 franc, 20 franc, 35 franc. Because the money is well utilized. That is how IPOB could be able to afford $750,000 US for a consultant fee. When you hear of consultants, the meaning is paying some agents who are connected to penetrate in some areas of which a common organization like us wouldn't be able to get to. And consultants are of variation. There is no limit to where they can go. They are anti-partisan. So they can penetrate PDP, APC, Democrat, Republican, Labour, or whatever. You see why we are following Maazị Nnamdi Kanu as our leader. Any utterances he makes has already been planned, initiated, and stamped that it will happen. The achievement IPOB has made so far, the strategy behind our...
You have heard these idiots. These are the idiots who are lining themselves up as freedom fighters, spending $750,000 for consultancy. And recently, the lobbying firm that we have contacted have said that there is nothing of such. There is no senior government officer in that very United States, DC, that have known about the issue of Biafra officially. The people that were consulted, the senior officers said, nobody ever has brought that into their table officially. Nobody. But these people say they spent $750,000. Do you know how much that is? The same people that are spending this $750,000, they are the same people who are coming here to tell you that Biafra cannot fight Nigeria. They can't succeed.
Yeah. So I want to thank. So Mwadiana, Mwadiana, Mazi, old soldier, ex soldier. Well, after Kanko, you know. So now, like I said, I told you that I have a couple of questions I need to ask you because we don't have time. Maybe some other program. Maybe if you have time, you can join us. But First of all, let's establish one fact here. We know the purpose of ESN, and we know why ESN was established. We know the purpose of ESN, and we know why he was established. The work of ESN is for Bush, to protect our farmland, our mothers, our fathers, our sisters from raping. This is the fact, is there. Now, I want to ask you, Wadiana, do you think there is anybody in this struggle now, presently now, or what you have seen or saw on Facebook of our people with a little arms, AK-47 and the rest, can withstand Nigeria government army? Do you think, because you are an ex-soldier, you are inside there, do you think there is anybody can withstand Nigeria government army? Please, I want to hear from you.
Yeah, my answer to that is yes.
Okay.
In a war, there are two types of war we fight. We fight asymmetric and conventional warfare.
Okay.
Asymmetric is a kind of guerrilla warfare.
Yeah.
If guerrilla warfare or asymmetric system of warfare is not fruitful, the Vietnamese would not have won against the almighty United States. United States left Vietnam because of asymmetric kind of war. You don't know them. You don't know where they will come from. Their modus operandi is surprise. Their system of operation is not defined. That is why they can be among you. That is why it is very, very difficult to fight. The worst war any conventional military will fight is asymmetric or jungle warfare kind of war. Now, you see,
ask these idiots, if you had known that you don't believe that Biafrans will succeed, why did you have to go and be stealing money from Biafran people? You say you went and paid a consultancy fee of $750,000. Do you know what $750,000 can do in the hand of a capable person like our Prime Minister, Mazi Simon? Do you know what $750,000 can do in the hand of a capable person like Mazi Simon? You don't believe in anything, and you are stealing from Biafran people. And look at him, when our beloved brother Maxwell educated him, he became ashamed of himself. If you look at his appearance, his look changed. He became ashamed of himself. You know, when he was coming, the way he was trying to introduce the ESN, and he belittled the Liberation Army. He said some of our people holding some little arms. That is how he described it. He said some people holding some little arms. Do you think they can feel? Call it little arms. You think the Biafran Liberation Army is ESN? They are not ESN. They are equipped to their level. They have much more than you can ever imagine in your eyes. With the little fund that Biafrans have given, it is being put to use, not like you that steals money from Biafran people. He became ashamed of himself. These are people who claim to be leaders, who claim to fight for freedom for you. Then they have no clue about freedom. It is not only in Vietnam. The Irish people fought against the UK. The UK couldn't stand them until they let them go. Almighty UK, the Irish people faced them with the guerrilla warfare. They didn't succeed. Even Somalia defeated the US. With all their might, with all their squad, they couldn't succeed in Somalia. They couldn't succeed. And these are people who are helping you to fight for your freedom. Assuming, okay, they want to go diplomatically. In that diplomatic level, they have no single move diplomatically. They have not made any single move diplomatically to get you Biafra. This IPOB Nigeria, they took $750,000 and shared among themselves. They came and made a broadcast that they used to go and get a consultant firm. He called it consultant firm. Today we have lobbies. Our lobbies have come in the public to speak. The people they consult, we don't know who they are. They have no identity. None of them can come and say, this is me. In the case of our Prime Minister today, the lobbying firm that is lobbying for Biafra in DC, we know them one by one. You have seen Elias speak a lot of times. You have seen the other MP, former MP, speak so many times. They have names, they have address. You can verify. And today, they have gone to their headquarters in DC and in United States. They have gone to the headquarters and in Baltimore. In Baltimore, they have gone there and they've seen our headquarters. Discussion have been made. Moves have been made. So many people have been met. And they say, nobody has ever, not even an individual, not an official person, not an nation, have submitted any formal thing to them about Biafra. All they are hearing is just rumor, just as we make noise on social media. You think your social media noise can bring you anything. You think social media noise you make it won't bring you anything. What we are doing here is educate our people to let them know what they are supposed to know. And Mazin Nandekan have done that sensitization to the level 0. If you didn't wake up in the hand of Mazin Nandekan, who is going to wake you up? Who? That is most painful thing. These people claim to work with Mazin Nandekan. If you have worked closely with Mazin Nandekan and yet you don't have brain, when are you going to learn? From where are you going to get your brain? They will tell you, Mazin Nandekan is we are Mazin Nandekan. We worked with him 1,000 years. We were been with him. We've been here. We've gone to hell with him. We've gone to heaven with him. Yet, you don't know any shit thing about him. You were not ready to keep his legacy. Even in his absence, you were ready to sell out everything. Today, the same ESN he's talking about, they handed it over. This same ESN he was describing now. This same ESN he's describing, and he said that Mazin Nandekan form. They handed ESN over to the governors. You saw their HOD, the idiot in Switzerland. That one is Switzerland. I don't know whether he's alive or dead. You saw him when he speak with his own mouth in their radio reception. He said that the governors came to them and told them to hand over the ESN, and they handed over the ESN to them. And these idiots still have the God. These are people who are being moved by wickedness, by envy, by jealousy, all manner of idiots in them. But I thank you that the Biafran people cannot be distracted. We can never be distracted. It doesn't matter how they try. We have gone very, very far. And we will continue to go ahead and ahead. The restoration of Biafra is unstoppable. Wherever you are as a Biafran, you must have to continue to praise yourself. You must have to hold yourself at a high esteem for you to know. Be happy and know that you have done something no one have done. If you are in this struggle, in this August, you are still in this struggle, in this August, you have done a lot and you must not allow anybody to confuse you. You have to thank Chukwu Okike, and by the special grace of Chukwu Okike, you will raise the flag. You will join us and raise the flag. Let us listen to our Prime Minister once again on one of his messages. He said,
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome the Prime Minister of the Biafran Republic government in exile, de facto government in the homeland, the Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of Biafra, Maazi Simon Ekpa Njoku, to this emergency media press briefing. Welcome on stage, my Prime Minister.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, Biafra people. Good evening from here, press. Ladies and gentlemen of the press that are seated in your various locations to listen to this evening space, I welcome you all, friends and lovers of Biafra, and of course, those who love and cherish freedom. My fellow Biafrans, I am very, very happy today, and at the same time, I am sad. I'm happy for the fact that you have shown the highest resilience in the modern freedom fighting. Your resilience is top-notch, and it is evidence of the job that we have done for the past 3 years. We made you go through the fire to become a diamond. Today, you have become a diamond. As a Biafran, you find yourself anywhere in Nigeria, you have become a diamond. And you must be very proud of yourself anywhere you are as a Biafran. Anywhere you are within the Nigeria state, you must be very proud of yourself, because your resilience has made you become a very precious stone. within the Nigeria system. As a Biafran, I want you to be very proud of yourself going forward. We have conducted 4 successful days sit at home. Today was actually the highest in the history of our sit at home. Today recorded the highest compliance. I mean, even chicken was not in the street, not even a fowl. And the worst part of it is that nobody even want to go out to make videos. The today sit at home is the highest of it all. What does that tell you? It tells you that Biafra government has defeated Nigeria. And it tells you also what to expect after the Biafra declaration in December. We will shock Nigeria and the world. I'm very, very happy that the result of the template to the liberation of Biafra is coming out to the public and to the world, especially to those who doubted our resolve from the beginning. You must remain fearless before your enemy. Our slogan, as you know, is freedom or die. The die is not for us, it's for the enemies. And I want everyone to understand that Nigeria has collapsed. I want to use this opportunity to send, on behalf of the Biafra government, our condolences to people in Maiduguri, people who have lost their loved one today under Nigeria in the name of protesting. I am sending my condolences on behalf of Biafra government to those in Maiduguri that lost their loved one. It may surprise you and shock you today that Nigeria Terrorist Air Force conducted air bombardment on people in Borno State, and they killed hundreds from airstrike. Did you hear it anywhere? I am asking you, did you hear it anywhere? Of course, you can't. So we send our condolences to the family that have lost their loved one in the air bombardment of the Nigeria Air Force today in Maiduguri. At the same time, we want to commend those in Gombe who actually stood their ground to fight. Even though we are not fighting and we're not protesting and we don't have the same ideology, but we have some kind of alliance. So the encouragement we will continue to give you. Those in Gombe, you must continue to stand very strong. They made sure that 3 ministries in Gombe was raised today. That is the consequences of the killings in those areas. In all this, we have made it very clear. Any day, anywhere, a Biafran become a victim. The Biafra Defense Forces must be standing by. We will move to the street. This is not going to disrupt our template to the liberation of Biafra. The resistance fighters, the Biafra Defense Forces, and the Biafra Liberation Army, you must be on standby. The Chief of Army Staff, Criminal Terrorist Staff, has issued a threat that they are watching and they will intervene. And I know that when they issue this threat of intervening, they are not intervening anything. The target is Biafrans. And this time around, we have army, we have defense forces that have stood, defended our land, killed them, neutralized them in numbers, and they know what we can do. So on this note, I am calling on all the fighters of Biafra forces, both those in the reserve and those that are very active in their command and bases, to stand by. When the order will be given for the street, it will not be public, so they don't know what is hitting them. While we continue our liberation struggle until November, we'll change the dynamic again. Our dynamics will be changing probably on a monthly basis. I told you people that the month of July will be a very interesting month that you can never forget. And I want you to take your memory back to the month of July. The history that we have created can never be wiped away when you talk about how Biafra fought their way out of Nigeria. July will everly live in the mind of these terrorists and their sponsors. In the month of August will be the double of the month of July. What it means is that you will hear news and news and news from Biafra land. We will never allow terrorists to breed in our land. I want you to understand that we are not yet in the declaration stage. We have not declared Biafra yet. But our target and objective is to make sure that Nigeria will never breed in our land to kill our women and children again and go free. The promise of this government of Biafra is.
You have heard from our Prime Minister. I just played this very portion of his broadcast for you to know where we are headed. It is very important that we remain focused. Remain focused. This is not the time for us to listen to idiots and some clowns. There's a message I'm seeing now that somebody wrote here. For a long time, I've not seen some idiotic messages like this, but I've spotted one idiot, one of the clowns who will never either get better, or maybe he might be an Afonja. Either he's an Afonja or a member of the Caliphate that just pretend to be a Biafra. Look at the messages writing there. These are the bunch of clowns. But we are not here for this kind of nonsense. We are not here for this kind of idiots. If he has the box, all he has to do, there's a link there. What he should have to do is to click the link and come and now defend whatever he's writing or ask questions based on what he's writing. If the idiot who called himself Kelechi Ojumosu, if that clown, whoever you are, if you are a man or a human, just click the link and come in and come and defend what you're just writing or ask a question based on what you're writing. I'm only insulting you because you don't have the balls. I have a link that I posted there. If you have an argument, I don't expect you to go and write on the comment section. What I expect you to do is to click the link and you come on and face me. That is what I expect. And that's what any brave person can do. If you have the balls to come to my platform and comment, you should also have the balls to click the link and come up and ask questions. That is how intelligent people behave. That is how brave people, that is how people show that they actually know what they are talking about. But because you are not even whom you claim to be. Because you're not whom you claim to be, because that might be even a fake account where your picture or your name is not even what is bearing. Anybody can answer any name to come and make any comments. So spending time to respond to you is just because for a long time I've not been able to see this kind of idiocy on my platform. But unfortunately, I got one today. It is nice. It doesn't have to always be positive. Because I believe that one or two things you have had in this platform will get you thinking throughout the whole night. It will give you a sleepless night, and that your heart attack will increase. So my fellow Biafrans that are watching, wherever you're watching from, we must know that the time has come for us to go. You can understand the stage we are. From the very video I played now, you can understand where we are. And you must prepare yourself. There is no going back. It is forward ever and backward never. There is no going back. Don't even think of going back. We are just starting. There is nothing like going back. We are just starting. Wherever you are, prepare yourself. This August is going to be much more interesting than July. July was very interesting and very, very successful. In this August, it is going to be much more than you can ever imagine. You're welcome. Thank you for joining me, Daniel. Go ahead and speak if you can hear me.
Good morning, my brother. Thank you very much for the good work. I hope I'm coming out clearly.
Loud and clear, my blood brother. I'm sorry yesterday, when I got your message yesterday, I was very busy when you wrote me a message, so I couldn't be able to respond. But I gave some response today, and later on I will round up with your request. Okay,
no problem. Thank you very much, my brother. I really appreciate your good work. May Chukwu Kikabiyama continue to bless you. Thank you very much. This time I really appreciate what Biafrans in Lagos did yesterday. I'm so proud. I'm so excited. I'm so grateful. At least they have known. Some people don't even know what is happening. In Nigeria now, they are confused. If people in Lagos that they're even claiming that they want to do protest against is doing excellently well to move out, they are very, very confused. And I really appreciate God for the successful journey for our PM to come to Lagos and went back peacefully.
Lagos broke record. Lagos broke record for the very first time for us to have more than 30,000 people watching at the same time, at one time on Twitter. Only Twitter.
I'm so. Yes, we break record. I said this. Some people
I
don't even know.
I hate Lagos people. I hate
we thank God for yesterday because that I'm so excited. Even now, the enemy of Biafra have already agreed that we that is in the zoo have decided what to do, and there is nothing anybody can do about it. All of them that is outside, let them continue to fool themselves. For that Kelechi, whatever you call himself, let him. I know that he's hearing me. Let him. If you don't have job, you should go and look for job. We have passed a time of gossiping. We're into action now, and we're into action, and there is nothing anybody can do about it. We have decided, and there is nothing anybody can do about it. Today is sit at home, continue our people in the east, in Biafra territory, continue to sit at home. The freedom is not given, is taken. And you see what God is doing to tell you that is already at the corner. All the prophecy our supreme leader prophesies is rocking everywhere. Even in UK now is in trouble. In UK now is in trouble because they refuse to allow very, very serious trouble. And I thank God that is happening in a day like this when the so-called zoo is running haters scatter. There is nowhere. Even their father's land is in trouble. Let all the politicians go to their father's land, being in UK. And if God will not expose them there, He's going to expose them in the land of Biafra. I really appreciate you for the good work. He only went to Yanoma. He that have ear, let him hear. We continue. Our PM say, we move, follow us. We move, follow us. Don't look back. We are getting there. Thank you, my brother. I don't have much to say this morning. I'm so excited for what God is doing. And they will be confused. One day is God. I think another zoo country in the north is preparing to welcome him. And they're going to see hell. Thank you very much, my brother. Thank you. Thank you for the good work. May Chukwu Kikababa continue to bless you and bless our supreme leader, bless our PM for the good work I've been doing, for leaving his family, forget about his work, to making sure that poor people breathe. Poor people breathe. God will give him long life to achieve his aim and to set our people free. Also, our gallant men, may God continue to strengthen them, uphold them, give them mind to focus so that both of us will achieve our aim. Thank you very much, my brother. I really appreciate your good work. May Chukwu continue to bless you. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you so much, my beloved brother. Thank you so much. I appreciate you as always. You are in your platform. This is he's part of my members here. This platform belongs to him, and he is always making a very strong point anytime he comes in. Our beloved brother Daniel, thank you so much. May Chukwu protect you. So, fellow Biafrans that are watching, every one of us should know that the coast is clear, and it is time for us to go home. No amount of propaganda, no amount of blackmail will stop us. It doesn't matter what they do. Our enemies are afraid. They are so afraid. Our enemies, they are so afraid that even when we are not talking, they are shaking. Even when we don't participate with them, they are shaking. You don't want us. We said, we don't want you. We want to be on our own. You called on your protest, we say we'll not be appointed. And still, they continue to pursue towards us. I don't know why they are so obsessed about the Biafran people. I don't know why they're so obsessed about the Biafrans. More especially the Igbo Biafrans. I don't know the obsession. Some of the Afronjas have. What I can't just understand. I can't just understand. I bumped into a video where they were discussing about protests. Protest against what they say Igbo must go. We are already on our way going. We are already going. There's no need for you to protest. And if your aim of that protest is to attack us, you will do the greatest mistake of your life. If the aim of doing that Igbo must go is to attack the Biafra people, you will do the greatest mistake. This is not the time when organization was running the affair. Today we have a government. Biafra has a government, and the government of Biafra is ready to defend Biafran people brutally. Anything that has to do with Biafra, the Biafran government today, they are ready to defend Biafra. It is not like before. So if your campaign of calling for Biafra must go is to attack Biafrans, you will make the greatest mistake of your life. It is no longer business as usual. Focus on your one Nigeria. You want to be a Nigerian? Focus on your one Nigeria. We are not. We don't want anything to have anything to do with Nigeria. We don't want restructuring. We don't want regional government. We want to be on our own, absolutely on our own. That's what we want. That's all we want. If we're not forcing you to join us and demand the same thing we are demanding, if you want to be part of one Nigeria, go ahead and have your one Nigeria. But for the Biafran people, for 49 million plus people to vote and say they want out, you can't stop us. It is too late. You can't. And I want you to hear this discussion. On their own, I think this should be either in their Twitter space or whatever. They were discussing about a campaign against the Biafrans. Let us hear them out.
To protest. We need to come out and protest. Igbo are disrespecting our institution. They disrespect our traditional ruler. They disrespect all our headers. And they can't take it in their own space. Therefore, we must not fold our hand. I just have to tell everybody this. This protest, Igbo must go, and the scrap of a unitary system is a must, and it's coming, and it's going to be loud. It's going to, whoever that want to die should go and die. It's in our space. This is our heritage. This is the land our father fought for. And we will not allow anybody, no matter how many acres of land you buy, it is our land. And your land, your purchased land have expired time. Therefore, you cannot claim ownership. So, thank you, Madam Ajoke, for that.
Sir, let me just quickly say this. I appreciate you, sir, Baba Omega. But you know, we need to be very careful so that we don't play into the hands of the enemies. We are still within the context of Nigeria, and asking for the expulsion of any ethnicities within our space, we can make statements like that, but we need to be very, very careful of the diplomatic consequences of how they are going to twist it. You know, we live in a place where people are naturally very, very manipulative already. So I support that the end should come against the unitary system of government, but the issue of saying any ethnicities must be forced out of our space cannot be. We need to be very careful. You can be accused of terrorism, incitement, or any other thing.
You have him. You can see the kind of discussion these Afonjas are having on their own platform. So obsessed, they are so obsessed about the Biafrans. You want to scrap unitary system. It is up to you. Pursue your scrapping of unitary. Why are you focusing on Biafra? That we respect your traditional rulers, we do this and we do that. What have your traditional rulers got to do with us? Your traditional rulers belong to you. They are ruling you. They are not ruling us. What have we got to do with that? But when you listen to him further, you understand that the target is our property, envy and jealousy. He ended up by saying that any land you buy, it is temporary, it's not permanent. They're going to take it back. Their target, every single one of them, their target is the property of Biafra. That is their envy. They are so envious about the Biafra. And this is what all this hatred is all about. When you see them hating the Igbo Biafra, it is not that you stole their wife. It is not that you came to dominate them. It is not that you stole everything from them. It is not. It is because of your progress. Simply because the Igbo Biafrans are industrious. Simply because every single Biafran, wherever you see them, they are very industrious. That is why this envy is so heavy. And they can't hide it. The jealousy and envy cannot be hidden. They can't hide it. No matter how they try to hide it, at a point in time, you see them shouting on top of their voices. No matter how they try to hide it, just watch for some minutes and you see them exposing their evil. They can hide under any pretense. In hiding under pretense, just give them some few minutes. They'll begin to open up and show you exactly what they are pursuing. It is just about hatred, envy, jealousy. That's what it's all about. It is not because the Biafrans did anything wrong, not because the Igbos did anything wrong. Every single property they have in your area was acquired. You sold the land for them, they paid you, you used your money to go and throw party. You didn't even invest the money. And that's what they do. They will be on their own. You will call them to come and buy the land. The Biafrans never force you to sell anything to them. You call them, most of them, you call them to come and buy. They buy, they give you money. You take the money, you go and throw your party. You're not even investing. At the end of the day, you want to go and retrieve what they have bought. At the end of the day, you begin to be jealous. The Biafrans are not like the Fulanis who come with sword. Just as they are doing today, they have succeeded in taking a lorry from you. You are not even concerned about recovering a lorry from the Janjaweed. That is one thing with this Afonja. They are not even concerned about recovering a lorry from the Janjaweed. You are distracting yourself talking about people who don't care. Biafrans have designed and described what they want, and they are pursuing it. That what they want is outright independence. If you want to remain in one Nigeria with the Fulanis and Janjaweed, go ahead. Nobody stops you. You want to practice you remove your unitary system with them and practice regional system with them, go ahead. But for us, the Biafran, we want outright independence. We don't have anything to do with anybody. Outright independence. When we get our independence and build our borders and build our place and keep it the way it should be, we can still intermarry. We can still do business if we choose to. We can still talk and communicate together if we choose to. We can still travel to each other's states if we choose to. The world is a global village. There's no way they can say, don't come here or don't come. We can still come. All we need to do is to obey every single law you put in place. All you need to do is to obey your rules and regulations, obey order you put. If you want to create a caliphate, we obey it and come here. After all, even as we speak, there are Biafrans doing business in Iran, Iraq, Saudi Arabia. There are Biafrans doing business there, genuine business there. How much more? Our neighbors close. What we are asking for is a genuine request to end the destructive diversity that is in Nigeria. The hatred, the interest, the wicked interest of people, this envy and jealousy, end it once and for all so that everybody will focus on their own problem and solve it. But what you see today is that most of their Afonja are forgetting their problem. You forget your problem of recovering a lorry from the hand of the caliphate, but you are looking on the Biafran people. You are looking at Biafran people who have said, we will not protest, we are not part of the protest, so we never participate, we never came out, and yet you can't manage it. They are so obsessed. Okay, look at the news that came out. The emirs in the north, the northern tradition that came out and said that it was the Biafran people, the Igbo Biafrans, they are the one who did the protest. They conducted the protest so that the southwest and north will fight. After that, their own side will be secured. Different kinds of manipulation, propaganda, blackmail. Why are you so obsessed? The same question a journalist asked Ahmadu Bello. The same question a journalist asked Ahmadu Bello long time ago, many years ago. That's the same question we are asking today. Everyone is asking, why are you so obsessed about the Biafrans? What is the Igbo Biafrans? Why are you so obsessed about them? The same question a journalist asked more than 50 years ago. More than 50, 60 years ago, a journalist from the United Kingdom asked this question to Ahmadu Bello. Why are you so obsessed about this film? And what response did he have? The only response he had that they are so industrious. If you keep them down in one place, they will never remain there. That when you put them in a labor camp, they will emerge as a hero. That is their annoyance. That we have refused to stay down. Ahmadu Bello in that interview, I can't get it now. I wish I could get it, I just play it. In that interview, Ahmadu Bello did not say that the Biafrans stole their property. They didn't say the Biafrans took their life. They didn't say the Biafrans took their land. They didn't say the Igbo Biafrans were fighting. He said that they want to be a hero because you put them and they cannot stay down. That when you put them in a labor camp, they will emerge there as a hero. How is that a problem? For somebody who fights hard to strive and refuse to be a slave, refuse to be a beggar, how is that a problem? The same envy is still what is there. Now you see why it is very important that we must walk away from this madness. They have done everything possible with the British, including confusing our own brothers in the referral area. Our own brothers, our own fellow Igbo brothers with the same blood, with the same name, with the same tradition, everything the same. They went into them and convinced them and tell them, you must hate your brother for us to favor you. That is why the idiot who they made a minister of FT, Minister of Federal Capital Territory, Abuja, that idiot came and began to tell us a different story, history that doesn't have a background, history that doesn't exist. Biafrans people who are Igbo Biafrans denying themselves. And listen, you see, when we talk about Igbo Biafrans denying themselves, it is not only people in the hinterland, though. There are people, Igbos in that 5 states that are still denying themselves up to today. They are denying themselves. Someone like Hope Uzodinma, do you think that Hope Uzodinma is claiming to be an Igbo Biafran? Do you think that Peter Mbak is defending the Biafran cause? Do you think that Dave Umahi is defending all these politicians you see lining up there? Do you think that they are defending Igbo Biafran cause? No. The same thing is what they did to the South, our brothers in the riverine area. They preach wrong message to them. And Ikwere man will come and tell you that their origin is from Edo State. Tell me what connects Edo State to the Ikwere? Your language is not the same. Your tribe is not the same. Your names, your great-great-grandparents' name is not the same. Your culture is not the same. Your market days, your person is not the same with them. And yet, you can't ask yourself question, why are you doing this yourself? And the greatest thing you can do to yourself is to deny yourself whom you are. That is the greatest damage any human being can do to him or herself. Not realizing and recognizing who you are, denying your own identity. That is the most wicked thing a human being can do to himself. And until you get it right, you will never, ever, ever succeed. You will never succeed. I just saw a video where people, Igbo people, were denying whom they are. Even somebody who is not a Nigerian, somebody who is not an Igbo person, a stranger that comes to see you, the way you talk, the way you behave, your culture, what you do, will tell you in black and white that you are Igbo. How much more you, not knowing whom you are? That is, how can you allow somebody, the only thing that somebody will not show you is your brother, is an abomination. It's an abomination for somebody to show you your brother and say, this is your brother. That is something that somebody cannot show you. You're supposed to know your brother. But they came and preached this false message. And I'm going to play this very disgraceful interview. But I like to see this kind of interview. Those bloggers that are going on the ground to make the interview, they should do more of these videos. You know, when we talk about it, people think it's not happening. It is real. But you have to see the idiocy. And when they speak, even the people who are trying to defend themselves not to be Igbos, when they speak, when you look at them, you become pity for them. You have pity on them, the way the kind of defense they have. Such kind of video is good to be played and shared so we can know the kind of damage the British and the danger we have done. Just because of bread, because of what you eat, you deny whom you are. Because of bread, because of what you eat, you deny whom you are. And when they open their mouth and talk, I become ashamed of myself. For a grown man not to know who he is, in this world and age, in this present age, that even the white people have made it easier for you to use the Google and find your identity and find where you are. In a history that is before you, before your own very eyes, An idiot will come and tell you that you are no longer who you are, and you are believing him, and you are carrying that message along. I want to play this video. It is very shameful, but I have to play it so that we can know the damage the Zoological Republic is causing in the southeast.
Are you Ikwere?
I am Ikorean.
What's your native name, sir?
My name is Uche.
Uche?
Uche.
An Igbo name?
We bear Igbo name, but that does not mean that we came from Igbo.
You came from Igbo? You came from... That doesn't mean
that we came from Igbo because we bear the same name.
You bear the same name? And you speak the same language?
No, our language is bigger.
Our language is bigger?
Yeah.
But Igbo people can understand your language?
Not all. But Ikoreans hear them.
But there are some... What's your Ikwere name? Your native name?
My native name is Nwafuruke.
Nwafuruke?
Yes.
What does it mean in Igbo?
In Igbo? No, it's not Igbo. Don't say... You should ask me what...
Nwafuruke.
You should ask me what does it mean in Igbo.
What does it mean in Ikwere language, sir?
If a child, you understand? If a child is a gift, it's a gift.
But an Igbo man can understand that.
That is why I'm telling you now. They may understand because this language is given to them by God, and the one we are speaking is given to us by saying God.
This is our promise. What's your name? Your native name?
My native name is Thank God. My native name is Chimenem.
Chimenem in Igbo language.
In Igbo language.
It's an Igbo language now.
We can answer similar names. You know, the name can be maybe somehow, maybe closer. You know, like here now. Let me say there are. How do I put it?
Like my wife in my house is from Igbo, from Imo State. One of my sons gave him Ovunda. And Ovunda, it's an Igbo language. You understand? And me, I call him Ovunda, then my wife call him Obinda. You understand? That Obinda is an Igbo language. But that Ovunda is an Igbo language. You understand me? So that is it, but of a truth, we are from Benin. We have seen the history. We have read it. We have studied it.
So why is Igbo telling another history of your ancestry?
Anybody that tells you that the prayer is migrated from Igbo, tell the person me, Emmanuel, said it's lie.
Where is Ikore from?
We are from Benin.
Ancient Benin?
Yes, that is what my grandfather said.
But you are not speaking Benin language and you are not bearing Benin names.
Just like as my colleague told you here. Many of us, the names we answer. If you go to Benin, you understand me? That is the same name you see here. You understand me? You know, we are the people, we are close. And over here. You understand?
Again,
the Igbo is Ikwere.
How?
They are our junior brother now.
So if Ikwere is an ethnic,
Ikwere is an ethnic
group in Igbo.
I have been telling you time with that number. Ikwere is an ethnic. But if Igbo said they want to be Ikwere, they want to be Ikwere people. If they want to be Ikwere, our hands are open. After all, we sell land and give to them.
It's Igbo that
things and give to them.
It is Igbo that it is Igbo.
They marry us. You understand? We are friends. I've told you the other time that we are friends.
But it is Igbo that is like ocean that is going to take up Ikwere.
No, they cannot.
Ikwere will sink inside Igbo.
No, they cannot take up Ikwere. Ikwere is too big.
How is Ikwere big?
Ikwere is too big.
There is only one ethnic group in Rivers State.
In Rivers State. No, Ikwere. Okay, he said in Rivers State. I heard that. Thank you for that. In Rivers.
From each other. Like Igbos speak some of their languages are Ikwere language. Just like myself, I came from Ikwere, but sometimes I hear partially Calabari language. Because we have common boundary.
With Calabari?
With Calabari. I'm not from...
I'm speaking Igbo. We are speaking Ikwere language.
Do you feel the Igbos want to force you to be Igbo?
The way they are sounding, the way they are sounding is as if they are forcing us to be an Igbo. You understand? Igbo is not bad place. They are not bad people. But what I'm saying is that they should know where they belong, and other people should know where they belong. If anybody that has fallen anywhere, that is where you belong. They should have it in mind.
But you have no problem with Port Harcourt being a Biafra land?
Port Harcourt, in those days, if this nation is being divided,
Ikwere and Igbo, we are different.
Are you Ikwere?
I am a Korean.
What's your native name, sir?
My name is Uche.
Uche?
Uche.
An Igbo name?
We bear Igbo name, but that does not mean that we came from Igbo.
You came from Igbo? You came from... That doesn't mean...
That we came from Igbo because we bear the same name.
You bear the same name? And you speak the same language?
No, our language is different.
Our language is different?
Yeah.
But Igbo people can understand your language?
Not all. But Koreans hear them.
But there's some Ebonyi. Some people say they find it very difficult to understand Ebonyi, which are Igbos. They say they're very... But that doesn't make them not to be an Igbo. The Ebonyi state is like just the same thing with Igbo. You understand what I'm saying? But Ikwere now is now saying they are not Igbo. That Igbo people have been here before even Ikwere people came here. How true is that?
See, Igbos are different from Equatorians because we are immigrated from ancient Benin Kingdom. That is where Ikwere.
Just like your colleague said.
Yeah, that is where we came out from, ancient Benin Kingdom. That is where Ikwere came out. Then Equatorian now came out Akalaka. There's a man called Akalaka that came from there that immigrated Ikwere. He was the one who born Oba. He was the one that also born Ahuda. So you can see that Ikwere man you see is Ahuda and Abba and Ikwere man. They are one parents. They are one family.
What are the names you give to your children?
The names we give to
yes.
Okay, I gave them Ikwere names.
Oh, yeah. Call the names.
One is Chimaruma. Means God is good.
Chimarama in Igbo.
Chimaruma. Ikwere language. Chimaruma. That is Ikwere language.
Another one.
Chinumense.
That Marama, God is fine or something.
God is good. Then this one is Chinumense. Meaning God is with me.
That's an Igbo language.
Chinumense. Mercy, my Ikwere name. That's Ikwere name.
You want to blow my head.
That's Ikwere name. Chinumense is Ikwere name. Then the last one is
my fellow Biafrans, you can see the confusion that these people have said in Biafra land. See how they make grown-up men looking stupid before the whole world. Just imagine grown-up men. And to show you how evil the entity called the zoo is. This is one of the reasons why they don't want to talk about history. In the Zoological Republic, even the Benin Kingdom, even the Oba kept silent on this deception. The Oba himself is adopting this deception. And of course, we know his role during the Civil War. The Oba himself is adopting this deception, something that he should not allow, if truly they really believe in their ancestors. The ancestors should be ashamed of themselves. The ancestors will be ashamed of them. We be ashamed of them for claiming what you are not, claiming what does not belong to you, and you kept quiet. You are claiming to be from Edo State. There is nothing in you that looks like Edo. Not your culture, not your name, not your great grandparents' name, nothing whatsoever. You just wake up and you want to rewrite history for yourself. Shame on you. But we don't have time for this idiocy. We don't have time. At the appointed time, everything will correct itself. Everything you are seeing today is the orchestration of the British. Everything you see here is orchestration of the British with the gingerweed. That is why you are seeing this confusion. That is why you are seeing what you are seeing today. And that is why the Biafran struggle is from the grassroots to correct every nonsense and put it right the way it should be. And we're going to do it. It doesn't matter who stands on our way. We will do it. And Biafra, we definitely be free. Wherever you are today, prepare for what is coming. Just like our professor has said, August is going to be more interesting than ever. There is no more doubt if Biafra is going to be free. We are waiting for time. It's a question of time. Our prophet has said it, that he is going to make sure, the Liberation Army of Biafra will make sure that when Biafra is being declared, all the territory of Biafra will be defended. And he said, if care is not taken, there will be nobody that will shoot the bullet. And we are working towards that. The guerrilla warfare that is going to Biafra land is very, very successful, and Biafrans are winning. And our Prime Minister have made it clear that when they finish their protest, we don't want to combine our protest. That's to show you how careful we are, to show you how careful the government of Biafra is to separate themselves from the zoo. We don't want to collide with them, or they want to say we took advantage of them, or they try to overshadow what's happening. No. We want to keep our restoration separate. You know, they are very cunning. They can try to twist it and jam it and put their protest together with our restoration of Biafra, and then we begin to, even when we are not protesting, you can imagine what they are doing. When we are not protesting, they are still saying that we formed it, we urge it. So can you imagine what will happen if we begin to act now? That was why our Prime Minister, I salute him. He said, we are not going to do anything until they finish their protest. Immediately they finish their protest, we are going to start 1 month sit at home. 1 month, and that sit at home is to take out every government office in Biafra land down. Everything that represents the zoo in Biafra territory down. It is going to last for 1 month. Immediately they finish their so-called protest for 10 days. Once they finish, the announcement is going to come from our Prime Minister, and I bet you it will never remain the same. And I want you to hear it once again from the Prime Minister.
Today, why Nigeria are killing Nigerians who believe in Nigeria, protesting, they are killing them. It is only Biafrans that have not fallen victim. For the wisdom of the government of Biafra, that the only thing we know is to protect the life of our people, we go to any extent to do that. And today, the political criminals are speaking. They like good things, but inside themselves, they know it is possible only by the Biafra government. Nobody listens to them. If we have called for protest, Ali Igbo will be burned. I am telling you, everywhere will be burned. But we said, we know Nigeria is not our concern. And because of this, the next 1 month, the 1 month lockdown of the government institution is going to be immediately as they are finishing this protest. Because we don't want, a lot of people are saying, oh, now the securities are there. They have been overwhelmed. Let us come out and do our lockdown. No. We are not scared of security overwhelming. We have defeated them. You don't know the war that is going on in Biafra land. Only us know. You know how many thousands that has fallen? You know how many people that have brought to Imo, only Imo State. You know how many thousands of terrorists have fallen in Imo State alone for the past 2 years. So our next lockdown of Nigeria institution in Biafra land will happen after their protest, because we don't want our focus to be on the protest. So we want, when we start, focus will be on Biafra. When we start, everything in Nigeria will be on Biafra. Focus will be on Biafra. Let them bring all the military from Kaduna, from Zamfara to Biafra land. The focus will be in Biafra. That's what we want. And we are not yet in November. We are not even yet in October. We will make Nigeria so restless that before November, believe me, if you see anybody wearing Nigeria army uniform, they will be peeing in their pants in Biafra land. Lagos.
My fellow Biafrans, you have heard from our Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa. You have heard expressly from our Prime Minister, and I bet you, you better prepare yourself for what is coming. You better prepare yourself, because this is not a joke. 1 month lockdown of all the offices of the zoo in Biafran territory. It is going to happen, whether they like it or not. Today in Biafra land, it is a total lockdown. Biafra land is under lock and key. Videos are flying right, left, and center, and you are going to see most of those videos coming up. I'm going to upload later. Biafrans has made their decision, and we are going home. No man born of a woman can stop it. I appreciate every one of you that have participated on this program today. Please, if you have not shared this program, please try and share it. Sharing this program will not cost you anything. Giving a thumbs up to the program will not cost you anything. It's not going to take your data. It's not going to cost you money. I'm not telling you about anything. Just give a thumbs up and share this video so that you can help to praise the gospel. so that you can also involve in this radical evangelism. You are part of the media. You in the comment section, you are part of the media. Those of us who are anchoring the program, we are just the anchor. You are part of the media. Share it to all your platform, family and friends, anyone you can be able to share it, so that the world will know what is going on. This is not the time to be silent. Remember, the media is very important. In 1967, they took away the media from us. The world did not know what was happening. But in this time, they will never, ever succeed. And you and I will make it possible that they will never succeed. So share this program to all platforms. I appreciate everyone that has participated in this program, wherever you have participated from. I say, may Chukwu guide and protect every one of us that have joined in one way or the other to make this program a success. May Chukwu guide and protect all the Biafrans. May Chukwu guide and protect everyone that is doing one thing or the other, pursuing and supporting the restoration of Biafra, either in the city at home. May Chukwu guide and protect our liberation army, the resistance fighters, the strike force, every force, our air force, the black marine. May Chukwu guide and protect them and secure them. Give them strength to continue to fight on until victory is won very soon. May Chukwu guide and protect the de facto government in the whole land. May Chukwu guide and protect every member of the government of Biafra, members of the cabinet. May Chukwu guide and protect them. Remember, Biafra has a government now. We are talking about the Biafran government, and we will continue to pray for them. May Chukwu guide and strengthen our government. May Chukwu guide and protect every media warrior of the government of Biafra. All the media that are speaking on behalf of the government of Biafra, may Chukwu guide and protect them, strengthen them, and secure their families. We pray for our Prime Minister, the Prime Minister of the government of Biafra, Mazi Simon Ekpa, the Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of Biafra, the Oputobi of Biafra land. May Chukwu continue to guide and protect him, secure him, give him more wisdom, knowledge, understanding, strength. Continue to protect him. No evil shall befall him. He will never dash his foot against the stone. Every hole they dug for him, they will fall into it. Every pit they dig for him, they will first of all fall into it. We present Mazen Nandekano before Chukwu for divine protection, for divine healing, for divine strength, for divine security. Wherever Mazen Nandekano is today, we commit him in the hand of Chukwu that he shall be free. Very soon he's going to join us. No power will take him away from us. No forces will take him away from us. Whatever poison they have injected into his body, whatever thing they have done against Mazen Nandekano, we spiritually remove all those poisons from his body. Whatever they inject him with, it will turn to nutrient in his body. No evil shall befall him. No evil shall befall him. We shall celebrate him in his lifetime as a hero. No weapon formed or fashioned against us as Biafran shall prosper. No weapon formed or fashioned against our Prime Minister, Mazi Simon, shall prosper. No weapon formed or fashioned against our Supreme Leader, Mazi Nandekano, shall prosper. Thank you so much for joining me on this program. I appreciate you wherever you are connecting from. I will see you again tomorrow by the special guest of school. Thank you so much and stay safe. See you again. Biafra government, peace, unity, progress, and equity, freedom or die.